I'm a research professor, Laura Yurikeshwar. I work at the chair of Middle East South Asia at the Faculty of Oriental Studies here at Al-Farabi Kazakh National University. And I'm specializing, actually, based on my specialization and education, I'm specializing on two regions, Central and South Asia. So our faculty, Oriental faculty, it's a name, quite old name, and it is actually the other name of the area studies. So area studies of these regions relating to Asia, as far as South Asia, West Asia, East Asia, and it comprises of different chairs focusing on these regions like Indology and South Asian studies, or Chinese or Japanese, Korean, Arabic, Farsi, or Iranian studies as well. So this is, and in terms of disciplines, we cover all type of them, ranging from the language, history, up to the modern situation and contemporary developments in this country. So we have, as for educational programs, we have foreign language, we have regional studies, we have Oriental studies. I'm actually have been in this field for a long time, and as of now I'm working on this intellectual history and on knowledge production as far as Central Asia is concerned, and South Asia, India. So it means how our cultural identity is shaped by our narratives, how their knowledge which we produce today is filling the gaps of our knowledge of the past. So this relates to the broadly speaking towards understanding our question, who we are. What is our cultural identity as far as Kazakhstan and Central Asia is concerned, and what cultural identity and what intellectual history and knowledge production in modern South Asia is. So this range, broadly speaking, the range of the interests which I'm working now. So it is important in sense of understanding who we are, because the topics of identity today is very, on the top of the demands in so many countries, particularly in Central Asia or in South Asia, like in India and Pakistan, because people would like to overcome this so-called post-colonial discourse and to better understand how their history comprises their understanding of their history. So broadly speaking, for some period people did not know much about the past, perhaps ancient past history, or it has been disturbed or lopsided and presented in some lopsided way. For this reason, if we produce research on this to fill in the gaps of our history, on the other side, how we produce and represent our understanding of this. So to, as I told, to make it more relevant to ourselves, to our history, to our country, or to the countries of any other regions. Like if we are speaking about India and South Asia in general, it's a huge problem for them. It's not a problem, it's a huge issue, because they're still under so many years of becoming independent since 1947, still they ask these questions, who we are and how to overcome this post-colonial, now it looks like a decolonial discourse. KazNU, it's the oldest university in Kazakhstan. One of the oldest, had been set up in 1934, like more than almost last year, 2 years ago, it was 19th centenary jubilee of this university, and it is the biggest one. In this sense, we have perhaps a very predominant position among other universities in Kazakhstan, both in the legacy, in the institutional history, as well as in the attitude and importance which is given to various range of sciences, starting from hard sciences towards social sciences, humanities. And from this perspective, we have a huge, big campus, we have big libraries, and this gives us, I would say, institutional opportunities and preferences, perhaps over many other universities. Many of them are private and have been set up almost sometimes recently, I mean this century, some of them only. So from the perspective of the institutional setting, from the perspective of these MOUs which we signed with so many countries, and as far as our region is concerned, with so many universities of South Asia, this gives us a preference. Perhaps, for example, as for Hindi and Urdu languages, we are the only university and institution in Kazakhstan which provide this knowledge on this region, on South Asian studies. A part of us, there are no any institution in the country which deals with the region, both in language, in history, in area studies, culture, of course. So this is what gives us the, I would say, a dominant position among other universities as far as our specialty is concerned.